it's that same mentality of we're spending all this money to get it just the way we want. So why are we trying to work in some of these older fixtures?
Yeah. I'm
I don't know how
buying
many
this.
bath remodels I've done where they insisted on keeping the tub, and I said,
Yeah.
"Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Please don't do it. You're gonna have me tear it out after it's all been newly tiled around." And sure enough, 99 times out of 100, they end up taking those things out. We know that that's going to happen just because we've seen the psychology of projects unfold. People feel like they're doing the right thing and being conservative by keeping some things. But if they're big visible surfaces like a tub or the tub tile, it's it's going to go.
Like going to buy a new car. I'm going to buy the base model or the mid level, and then you're like, if I'm spending $40,000, I really want a sunroof. Well, the sunroof's only available in the higher tier package. Well,
Yeah,
okay, if I'm going to do this, I want a sunroof, so let's go for it.
that's exactly right. So completing a thought on those the storytelling about the three different types of kitchens you can do. Once I've explained those three brackets, I'll say, so which of those does your project fall in your mind? And if they go, well, I want the third one, but I want to pay for the first one, then I have to stop them right there and say, it's just not going to happen. And you get what you pay for in remodeling, even more so than many things in life. So if you really hire a cheap contractor, it always ends up badly because you fire him or her, and then you got to go hire somebody else to undo and redo and clean up. And ultimately, it ends up more expensive every time than it would have if you just hired a responsible pro. We might talk about how you find a good contractor in Houston too.
That's 100% true. Changing gears a little bit, what, and this may be obvious, but what makes a kitchen remodel one of the highest per square foot projects that you can do?
Assuming it's a gut kitchen, which is the most
Yeah.
common, it's because there's so many moving parts in a small space. And this not only affects the materials list, but it also affects the project management because in a kitchen, you can't, as the general contractor, the remodeler, I can't have four trades working there at once. Same with bathrooms. They'll be stepping all over each other.
Yep.
So the project timeline is stretched out because you have to let the electrician do his rough-in work before the plumber can come and do their thing, before the sheetrock people can come. It's a very linear process, and a lot of those trades are coming and going. Plus, you're stopping for inspections if it's a permitted job. So there are a lot of things that make it take longer than you think. But there are also some surprises for homeowners in terms of the larger component costs. People are, I think, most shocked when they go cabinet shopping, and we try to find out early what they're looking for in the way of cabinets by sending them to house.com or Pinterest and having them start saving pictures to an idea book and saying what they liked about that picture. So let's say it's a picture of the sink side of a kitchen, and they've sent me three pictures of that, and the cabinets are all a dark stained cabinet with a white, lightly veined quartz countertop. I know that's in their head, that's kind of what they like, which could be totally different than the next house I go to where the homeowner wants everything to be white cabinets with gray countertops, uh, and 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 they may like particular features. They may like the French door oven look. So there may be individual appliances that they have things that they like about. So we try to extract from the homeowner what looks they like. What do they ultimately want this to be like that will be the most enjoyable for them every time they walk in there, which is multiple times a day.
I like what you said about figuring out what they like in that picture, because they may not like everything they see. There may be one thing that they're keying in on in that picture. So it's also like pulling out of their head, okay, what about this do you like? Is it the style of the door? Is it the stain color? Is it the countertop type?
Yeah.
What that picture's got 20 things going on in it. Which of these things do you like in this picture?
I help my clients get on house.com and then you can open a free account there. We train them what to do when you get on there. So you can search for the component parts like cabinets or a certain color of countertop. But when you find something you like, you can click add to my idea book and you can have unlimited idea books. So it could be Susan's kitchen idea book, John's master bath idea book. and you throw pictures in there. But as you do that, there's a dialog box where you can and should put in what it is that caught your eye, what you liked, and what you don't like. So it could be love those cabinets and countertops, hate that backsplash. That's all super good information for us. Eventually, we're going to be drawing 3D drawings with renderings showing what they do like so we can put in the things that the common themes that they communicated to us. So, back in the old days, people would cut photos out of magazines, right? And we would come to their kitchen table to meet, and they would open up their folder and we would go through photographs of I like this and I like that. Now it's much more easily and quickly done with platforms like House and Pinterest.
I think that also leads often to adding costs too, because people see things on House, Pinterest, just on the internet, Instagram, whatever. They see these things that look fantastic and they want that. Whereas maybe, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you didn't have the access to all this different stuff that you could see at your fingertips.
There's so much. I mean,
And
it's overwhelming for
and
some
so now
people.
people see like some really exotic things on House or any of these platforms, and they come to us. They're like, "We want to integrate that feature." I'm like, okay, well, your budget was was 60 or 80 or 100. That one feature involves these multiple trades. That's an expensive material. That's a difficult install. So that one feature that you are in love with, man, that's a $10,000 addition to this
That's pretty
project.
much what you have to say. You have to say, we can do that. All things are possible in construction, but it's going to add $30,000 to your budget. Is it worth it for you to change the project in that way and pay that much? If it is, that's fine. We will build it for you.
It's just
That's
money.
what we do. And you're going to be living with it for many, many years.
Hey, thanks for watching the Your Project Shepherd podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, please click that like and subscribe button. Thanks a lot.